This is the unseen new Viking fan. It's Sunday, November 1st, Judgment Day. Let's see if Mike McCarthy and Ted Thompson made the right decision. But I want to take you back to Jim Rome, ESPN's Jim Rome, something that he said in reference to Brett Favre. He actually eats crow, which gives me a lot of respect for him because he stood up and was a man about it and admitted to being wrong. Check this out for yourself.
And here's what I'm burning on. I'll say it. I had no idea the old gunslinger still had that in him. Watching him carve Green Bay last night, it is clear now he was not gassed at the end of last season with the Jets. He was just hurt. It looked like he was washed up, but he wasn't. He was banged up. And yes, I did ask, was the guy really worth all these distractions at 40 and at the end of the line? Was he really that much better than either Tavares Jackson or Sage Rosenfels? And the answer is a resounding yes. I mean, is it 2009 or 1996? Because watching number 4 slinging around last night, I can't tell. That's the best that cat has looked in years, and clearly it was worth it to bring the old guy in and ship him off $12 million because he gives him a completely different dimension. He's no caretaker. He's still the old gunslinger, and if opponents want to load the box the way the Packers did and dare the old man to beat them, he will, like he did last night. When he made that throw to beat Frisco last week, I thought it was just an amazing play. But that's all I thought it was, just one play. He really hadn't done anything like that the entire game leading up to it, nor the 2 games prior to it. He gave no indication that he was there to do anything other than turn and hand the ball to Adrian Peterson, but that's clearly not the case. He's no game manager. He is still a force, and if he stays healthy, doesn't try to do too much or squeeze it in there, and he uses all the weapons at his disposal, plus that crazy defense, the Vikings are the team to beat. Big ups for, I've got a throat full of crow, and there is not a glass of water big enough to wash it all down. And if Aaron Rodgers isn't the reason the Packers lost that game last night, well, there's a lot of other reasons for it. They're an average football team with a lot of problems, but quarterback is not one of them. I'm not saying that he's without blame or that a couple of those sacks weren't his fault. I am saying not only is his offensive line not protecting him, it's going to get him killed. He's the guy Carson Palmer was talking about when he said an NFL player is going to die on the field. David Carr can't believe the punishment that Rodgers is taking. That line is banged up, not nearly good enough, and if it doesn't get right fast, Favre and the Vikings will be the least of their problems. They'll be looking at another 6-10 season. And where's that overly hyped, vaunted 3-4 defense that Dom Capers was going to deliver? I'll tell you where it's not. In the opponent's backfield. Taking nothing away from the old gunslinger. The guy was incredible last night. But if you give him or any other starting quarterback in the league that kind of time, you're going to get carved. If you can't keep your quarterback off his back, or get to the other guys, or keep from shooting yourself in the foot with the same stupid mistakes, you're going to lose more games than you win in that league. And from the looks of things, that's where the Packers are headed. Tune in to Jim Rome's Burning weekdays at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific.
Now, a couple of things about what Jim Rome said. I agree with most of what he said. Most of what he said. But when he said that play in the San Francisco game was one play and that's what he thought it was one play, he didn't mention that Brett got the ball at the 20-yard line, 80 yards to go with no timeouts. He managed the game with no timeouts. He managed that last drive, the game-winning drive, with no timeouts. That's experience. He threw the ball around. He spiked the ball. He knew on that last play. He bought time. See, it's more than just tossing the ball up. That's a great play. When you make those kind of plays, it's more than just luck. That's the first thing. As to what he said about the Green Bay Packers, the fact that they don't have an offensive line, the fact that the defense has not lived up to what they were supposed to be. I mean, those are obvious statements, but my comment to that, as my comment has always been in all of these videos since I became a new Viking fan, is that think about it. The Packers, as I said, have an idiot for a coach and an idiot for a general manager. Now, the head coach is the head coach. The general manager, if you didn't draft any linemen, okay, you want to move on with this guy Aaron Rodgers, but you don't get linemen to protect him. You don't make sure you're solid on the offensive line. You don't try to run the ball. You're the guy that called the play for your quarterback who's been sacked all game and under pressure all game. You're backed up to your own goal line. You call a play. You send your quarterback in the end zone to throw a long pass, and he holds on to the ball forever. Even if you watch the play, Aaron Rodgers tries to pump fake it in the end zone. He tries his best Brett Favre imitation in the end zone and gets his ass sacked in the end zone. Now, he's got to know he's in the end zone. I got to get rid of this ball quick. Now, whatever play they call, they must have sent the receivers way downfield for him to be holding on to the ball that long. He couldn't dump it off to a hot route or anything. It wasn't a blitz. Jared Allen just came around the end and got to him. Jared Allen has been in your face all game. You leave an extra person in to block, and you call a long freaking pass play. Man, hand the damn ball off, punt, and live to fight another series. That's what I mean about asinine coaches. And on top of that, you got an asinine quarterback who holds on to the ball forever. He holds on to the ball forever. This is why he doesn't throw interceptions. He's afraid. Brett Favre was a gunslinger. He's going to pull the trigger. And sometimes he threw interceptions or whatever, but more often than not, he made plays because he didn't sit around being scared in the pocket. I didn't just blame Aaron Rodgers. It's not about comparing Aaron Rodgers to Brett Favre because Aaron Rodgers is no Brett Favre. He is no Brett Favre. He's not the guy that's going to take you into the playoffs and take you to the Super Bowl. He's not the guy. Especially when you got a coach who calls fucked up plays, and then you got a GM who doesn't know how to manage his personnel. Wow. At least Jim Rome ate crow. I want to see how many Packer fans eat crow. Those are the things that I disagree with him on. No, they can't protect the quarterback, but you know what? You keep your quarterback out of those situations, and they keep calling plays that's going to get him slaughtered. Who does that? What head coach, seeing his quarterback under pressure all night, you're up against your goal line, you got enough time. The game is still on the line, but you got enough time to live and play another series, and you back your quarterback up into the end zone, and he's looking for receivers deep downfield, pump fakes, holds onto the ball like he's got all day, like he's been protected all night, and he's just going to hold onto the ball and camp out. Then he decides, oh shit, I better run. And Jared Allen is right there on his ass. Not only does he get sacked, but he fumbles again for the second time in the damn game. But you jealous Packer fans don't even look at that. You don't even see that. You're going to blame it on everybody else. You're going to put it on the offensive line. Come on, man. Yeah, it's a team effort, but that was a bonehead play call and a bonehead play by the damn quarterback. And that's why you guys got your asses handed to you.